We looked at delivery in Sussex. There were no higher apprenticeships last year, but the first framework is being delivered this year in accounting. So in the absence of higher apprenticeships to look at, we looked at level 2 and 3 apprenticeship starts with the rationale that there would be a useful progression route for those apprenticeships and a useful source of students for learners for higher apprenticeships. A large number of apprenticeships being delivered. Most popular frameworks were building services, engineering, children, young people, and social care, healthcare, automotive. You can see the importance of sector areas at level 2 and 3. The other area we looked at was existing vocational higher education. Some debate about the exact number, but anyway, there's a large, over 100 courses in Sussex, most of which are foundation degrees delivered by a range of different types of providers. We did a small analysis in such areas to see how much were in creative arts and design. What we did was to look at the map. Look at the broad mapping between the level 3 apprenticeships and these vocational courses at level 4. And there are links, so there are potential progression routes, but a lot of them are slightly tangential, and they're not necessarily the best qualification that somebody at the level 3 framework would want to be moving on to. Another important thing that came up was that a lot of the foundation degrees weren't being offered as a work-based learning qualification or even part-time. So they wouldn't necessarily be accessible to kinds of learners that would be looking to do a higher apprenticeship. So broadly speaking, I think there's a good argument that higher apprenticeships can have a place as a new qualification, and there's a outlook for having higher apprenticeships in Sussex and for raising the numbers.
Sorry, did you say that's just level 4 qualifications? Well, that's a definite vocation?
These will be level 4, yes. These are foundation degrees and sorry, 4 HNCs and HNCs. The other aspect we looked at, which I won't attempt to summarise in great detail, but was some of the important areas for Sussex. We looked at some of the aspects of the economic geography of Sussex and important sectors in terms of looking at places like Downwood Dive and broadly and tourism economy. A lot, as you can see, a range of areas came up. The kind of tourism and retail areas were particularly important, as well as the public sector. And in conversations with the partners, we came up with some initial suggestions for higher apprenticeships in Sussex. You can see this in the conclusion of the report. In fact, I mentioned the report, which is conspicuously lying around all the desks. So that's got all the detail in it. But we suggested some of these areas for higher apprenticeships, most of which did have either existing or developing frameworks on the way, but some of them didn't have existing frameworks. So that was an argument for supporting the development of new frameworks at higher levels, for example in care and childcare. And over the next few years, the council will be working towards developing new higher apprenticeships and facing, no doubt, numerous challenges in doing that. I think a few of the things we emphasised in the report was the importance of achieving specific employer support for new frameworks and for building a business case for the new framework, which is very challenging in some of these sectors, but it's unfortunately there's no kind of easy solution to it. It's just making those links with the employers in the sectors that we're talking about. And we also suggested perhaps targeting initially three or four sectors to bring some coordination to that. The other important aspect that came out was that there was an appetite from some of the staff in the partner institution, from all the staff in the partner institution that we spoke to, for some form of collaborative approach to developing higher apprenticeships. Part of the rationale for that is to make economies of scale really, and to learn from each other, and to share capacity, expertise, and so on along the way. But it also means that if you coordinate with each other as you're developing higher apprenticeships, it means that we don't get a situation where everybody goes for accountancy and engineering because they're ones where there might be more potential for everyone. But it means that potentially you can build a more diverse offer across the county, which is spread between several providers. There's no. It will be a challenge to roll out the higher apprenticeships over the coming years, and it will be really interesting to see how that goes, and the role of the Sussex Learning Network in facilitating collaboration as well will be important.